something is standing in the way of the light. There is darkness now. So once the light changes or you step into the light, the shadow quickly disappears. You don't see it again. It doesn't love light. It doesn't like light. It just has to be dark for it to be there. So don't be in darkness, even in your minds.
Amen.
A shadow looks scary, but it can't touch you. So I've seen of children running from their shadows, running away. You keep looking at it, and the more you run, it also really runs after you. It goes with you wherever you are going. So in the same way, we are talking about this shadow. Fear looks real. Fear is a shadow. That's what I'm trying to say. It looks real, but it's not real. You know what? Fear is not real. Let's tell each other, fear is not real. Fear cannot overcome the child of God who stands in the light. If you stand in the light, there is no fear. But if you take yourself in shadows, in darkness, there is fear. So a shadow can look bigger than you, darker than you, and frightening. But it has no real power. You may walk at night and you see your shadow stretch across the road. Have you seen that? It stretches across the road. And you start thinking about you. It gives you an essay to read as you are on your journey. But it has no real power. It has no real power. So that's what fear does. Fear magnifies problems. It whispers lies. It makes the enemy look larger than life. So I need you to take yourself into your life now and know that there's somebody making things larger than they are, larger than God, larger than anything good you can think of. And there's a real thing making those statements come as lies, that there is no God, I'm all alone, I'm in the dark, nobody can see me, no one loves me, I'm so afraid to walk to the pulpit, I can't apply for that job. You know what, I can't sit for 40 minutes, 1 hour in an interview. I don't know how that will go. 2 Timothy 1 verse 7 is the Bible verse of the week. 2 Timothy 1 verse 7 is the Bible verse of the week. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Amen. So this is a powerful verse that was spoken to Timothy by Apostle Paul. Timothy was a young church leader in Ephesus. The church Timothy was leading was the Ephesian church, one of the first New Testament churches in the Bible. So we call Ephesus today Turkey. So when you go to Turkey, tell yourself you are in Ephesus. So Ephesus, as it was one of the most important early churches, it's even recorded, yes, it was one of the first churches. It's written in Acts 18 verses 18 to 19, the whole chapter here. You go and read about that. Paul first preached in the synagogue at Ephesus, then later spent about 3 years in that same area trying to teach people there is God and there is hell, trying to make people know the way to heaven. Acts 20 verses 31. So Paul taught people to raise up as leaders when you come saying, now I want to follow Jesus. So he taught them to follow the full counsel of God. Acts 20 verses 27. So Paul wrote to Timothy because Timothy was now pastoring this church of Ephesians. So he was now a pastor, this Timothy. So as he was a pastor, this city was now full of idol worship. It was now full of spiritual darkness. It was full of pressure. So Timothy had now been left there by Paul because Paul now was in prison. So I will leave Paul. I will go by what now Timothy was doing. Timothy was young. He was now timid. He didn't know how to run this church. It wasn't him, because I'm sure everybody listening and everybody looking at me is going, oh my goodness, we've known her as a bishop for something like 20 years now, and she's telling us that she's got anxiety to go to the pulpit. But this was Timothy.